Now, Cross says he lured this prostitute into the backseat of the car, Shagun, so he could beat him.
Well, Dr. Drew.
And that's much better.
And they ended up having sex, right?
Yeah.
Well, accidentally.
Not to call, I mean, this is like the pot calling the kettle black. And what always surprises me is that so many white supremacists follow the teachings of German writers, but they overlook Hermann Hesse, the Nobel laureate, who wrote that when you hate someone, you hate that thing in them that's a part of you.
Right.
So if it doesn't disturb you, if it wasn't a part of you, it wouldn't disturb you. A black prostitute, homophobia, it feels like he protests way too much.
He protests too much.
Right.
Scott, do you agree with that?
Oh, I completely agree. And in this situation, and I don't want to make light, this is very much a tragic situation, but it's like he went from black panties, traded him in for a white hoodie, and I hope for the rest of his life, all he sees is stripes and orange.
Yeah.
Because this is absolutely horrendous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joining us by phone, I've got the former federal prosecutor, Doug McCullough. He actually prosecuted Cross on several of the charges. He's also seen the police report involving this prostitute incident. Doug, I know it was a long time ago, but what can you tell us about Glenn Cross being caught with this prostitute?
Well, a Raleigh police officer observed a vehicle in a high-crime neighborhood, a black neighborhood predominantly, and it was moving very slowly and suspiciously. So he approached the vehicle, curious as to what they were doing, and when he saw who the driver was, he knew who he had there because Glenn Miller at that time was fairly well known to the police. He headed the White Patriot Party. He had rallies of the police had to separate citizens from, having acts of violence there. And he was wondering if Miller was in a black neighborhood to commit a violent act against people that he raged against.
Now, do you think there's anything to his excuse that he lured the prostitute, to beat him, or was he going to use his services? What do you think?
You're asking my personal opinion. I think the circumstances don't leave much to the imagination.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Wow.